Hello solo gamers, welcome to Solo Quest. I'm Ed and today I'm going to show you the unboxing of Black Orchestra 2nd edition or 2nd print. This is a game by Philip Dubarry. It is about a plot, historical plot that actually it's based on a true event. There was a plot in the Nazi German. It was called a group that was called Black Orchestra by the Gestapo at that time. And this game tries to replicate that. You are part of this group and you are trying to find a way to kill Hitler. Okay, so it's based on a true events, true facts. I mean, not all of it, probably not all of it is true. I don't know if the characters itself existed, but I know that the group Black Orchestra did exist. So you are part of that group in this game. It tries to replicate that plot inside Nazi German to murder Hitler. So it's certainly going to be a very thematic game. It's a co-op game, but you can play it solo as well. So let's take this plastic off and see what's inside the box. Okay, let's turn it around first. You can already see the portraits of a few of these characters. I'm sure they are, it says here, yeah, based on real heroes and events from World War II. So the characters themselves seem to be real as well. So let me take this plastic off. And let's take a look at the box first. Okay, so here is the box. It's a very nice art. I like the well, the look that they went for in the game. I think it suits it, and it's well made. I like the colors. It's a pretty cover. Here's the sides if you want to store it horizontally. Here's Hitler, the guy you want to kill. It's the same on this side, same on this side, and yeah, it's the same on this side. So there's no, if you want to store it vertically, there's no side that will look nice vertically, only horizontally. Here's the back of the box. You can see the board, the different characters. Here's their portraits. Okay, so pretty much an overlook of the game while it's set up in the table. So let's take this lid off and see what's inside. It's very snug, a very snug fit. Give me a second. There you go. It's coming out. Okay, so what do we have in the box? So we have this. I'm guessing this is the rule book. Okay, good quality paper here. Components, plot cards, illegal cards. There's a lot of cards in this game, and quite a few dice as well. There's a bit of a luck factor in this game. If you are totally dislike games that rely on dice, I mean, this isn't a dice heavy game, but there is some dice rolling, so be aware of that. Okay, so this is your manual. Here you have a little summary sheet, a little player aid of some sort. It helps you with setup, helps you with a few rules, just so you can remember them while playing. You have this little sheet here and some more rules in here. Okay, very nice to have. It's always handy. Okay, so these are your tokens for the game. These are your items. The map will be divided in a few locations, a few cities around Germany, and you'll have a few items. They are going to be turned face down like this. This is what you will be seeing in the board, and you'll have to visit all the locations to find out which item is in there, because you might be looking for specific items for your plot to assassinate Hitler. Okay, so these are the items you might encounter and that you might need during your assassination attempt. So there's poison items, badges, intel, there's keys, signatures, maps, some weapons, and some explosives as well. Okay, these are your Nazi well, this is Hitler, and this is his generals, his colonels. I'm not sure what their ranks are, but you have Himmler, Goering, Bormann, Goebbels, Hess, and Hitler. So all those big names are here, and they will be also traveling along the board, and sometimes, well, messing up your plan while you try to assassinate Hitler. Some tokens here for difficulty marks. Okay, I guess this is for Hitler's military support, because that's going up and down throughout the game. His support will make it harder or easier to kill him. I'm guessing this marks that military support. So here's the board already. Let's get it out and open it. Okay, it's not a huge board, but it has a lot of information, which is very nice. I can fit it in the picture. So I like this board because here you have all the information needed to play. You have your turn order, what you can do. Here all the actions you can do, what happens when you roll dice, when you are arrested, what happens when you roll the die as well. Here is the Hitler's military support, the one I was talking about. Here's the little chart. Attempting a plot, you have instructions here as well, how to handle that type of action. So very, very good to have all of this on the board. So, I mean, this combined with this, I mean, you're good to go. You won't need to be checking the rule book every single time. So, the board itself, as you can see, there's a few cities here: Nuremberg, Prague, Vienna, Warsaw. So Auschwitz, so a lot of cities. Stockholm, so this is not only German, I believe. Yeah, so there's Paris as well. So yeah, this is not just German cities. Oh yeah, there's Poland here, Czechoslovakia. Okay, so you'll be traveling along all these cities in a few countries, and then there's the train station here that connects basically this map to Berlin. Okay, so these are locations within Berlin itself. Okay, so you can travel either through Berlin or then from Berlin to these other countries, and each of them has a few abilities or some not really events, but stuff you can do that is specific to that city while you are there. Okay, there's also a prison mark here, and there you go, more information for what happens when you are in prison. And then there's the descent track here that will, it's a feature in the game. I'm not completely sure what it is. I have a general knowledge, but I won't get into it because I'm not very deep into the rules of the game yet. Okay, so this is your board. It looks very nice, very sturdy, good material, not too big, and very informative. So yeah, it's great for what it is. Okay, so what else do we have in the game? We have those dice that we will be chucking. Let me get them out of this bag if I can. Give me a second here. Boy, they are really in there, aren't they? Let me get the knife out. Yeah, okay. So there you go. Jeez. Nice quality bags as well, it seems. So these dice, they look very nice. They are very in the theme, as you can see. So the numbers follow the overall look of the game. Okay, there's numbers, and then there's this mark which marks a success. This is the success icon, and there's also this is the failure icon. Okay, I believe it's the Gestapo symbol. So every time you roll this, bad news. It's bad news. And there's quite a few dice in here. Okay, so moving on from the dice, we have these markers, which don't fit the theme so well, but oh well. A few cubes here, some player markers. If you're into upgrading games, I believe this is what you should look into to upgrade, because I don't know, the overall look of the game, it doesn't fit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It doesn't fit having one of these little pawns just walking around with this kind of green color. But that's just me. Oh well. But yeah, you have these for player markers and other type of marking stuff. Now here are your characters, your conspirators, and I can't get the last one out of here. There you go. All right, so these are your conspirators. You have Henning von Trasco. There's a little flavor text for each one. Here's the suspicion track here, which marks how suspicious the Gestapo is of your character. Your motivation, okay, so how committed you are to try and assassinate Hitler, and this is for items storage. Items that you pick up, those little item tokens I showed you, you can, each character can have a few and run around with them, okay? So, nothing on the other side, just a, I don't know if you can see the little symbol there, yeah, there you go. Nice, okay, they didn't have to print this side, but I'm glad they did. It gives a great look to the character sheets. So a few more of these. Admiral Willem Canaris, Dietrich Bonhoeffer. I'm not sure how to spell their names. I'm just making it as I go. General Hans Oster, General Ludwig Beck, Karl Gordeler, no idea how to say this, Erich Kocht. Okay, some of these are civilians, some of them are, I guess this is military, some of them are military. I believe historically Black Orchestra was a military movement. It was within the military. I don't know for sure, they must have had some civilians as well trying to help them. But yeah, the game really goes with that historical theme and trying to stay a bit true to those events, I believe. So let's take a look. There's 3 cards decks, okay? I'm trying to open up the first one. There you go. Devise plot. Okay, so these are your... this is, as the game progresses, there's a few, I don't know if it's years they are supposed to mark, but there's a few decks that are numbered, and as you start on one, and as you go along, and the higher the number is, the more the game has progressed, and the events are going to get harder, so they are getting worse for you. So these are a few events, numbers 1, I'm not sure why they're separate from the other ones. And these cards right here, you can see there are backs. These are cards that you can draw for your player. So cover to operation. So these are actions that you can do in your turn. Okay. Cover story. All conspiracies in your space, including you, lower their suspicion by 1. So this is stuff you can draw and that you can discard, use to give you some advantages. Okay. So these are also, just like these, they are cards that you store in your character, except they are illegal. This is illegal stuff. And if you're found with these cards by the Gestapo, then your suspicion is going to go up and bad things will happen to you. So they are also good cards that do good stuff for you, but you have to be aware that they are illegal and you might get busted using them. So these are the plots that you can try to use to get Hitler murdered, a lone gunman. So you can try and have him put a suitcase bomb on him, derail his train, put a bomb on his plane, hidden bomb, I don't know where, maybe his desk or something. Coup d'état, like a revolution, I guess. Poison gas. That's karma. That would be karma. Sniper, kidnapping, poison parcel, poison food. Although, yeah, that looks really tasty, that little cake there. And an ambush. So these are the plots you can use to try and get Hitler killed. And so let me just show you one of these. So optional elements, as you see, keys and badge. So these are the items that you might want to try and find, and they will help you to do this assassination attempt. They will help you in your ambush, and they will make the ambush easier to succeed and Hitler to be killed in that ambush. Okay, so let's take a look at the second deck of cards. Okay, so again, this is a stage 1 events. Okay, so these are events that just after each player turn will happen. So we have this Munich agreement, parade in Berlin. So as you can see, move Hitler, Goebbels, and Hess to the Zeg house. So those tokens I showed you earlier, they are going to move around in the board because of these cards. Okay, so they might move Hitler and his generals. They might have some sort of ongoing event on the board. They might help you, they might not help you. So there's quite a few of these events here. Gestapo raid, I think this is yeah, if you have your suspicion at the maximum when this happens, there's a Gestapo raid, you go to prison, so you have to be aware and of your suspicion levels later in the game. So yeah, quite a few of these events. As you can see, a lot of Gestapo raids near the end of the deck, I think. Okay, so there's 5 stages of these cards, unless there's some more here, which, okay, we killed Hitler. What is this? Okay, so last deck of cards. It seems it's more of these events. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, so we continue with events, stage 5 events. Fortress Europa, stage 6. Okay, so I think it's, yeah, it's actually those 7 wolf packs. So a lot of stuff, and all of it based on true events, true locations, true people that existed. Okay, and that stayed recorded in history. So yeah, there's 7 stages here. All right, so a lot of stuff. Okay, so apart from these events, what do we have here? Tell us what you know. Do not reveal or discuss card with other players. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the interrogation cards. When you go to prison, you have to make a few rolls for interrogation. And I guess this is what might happen if you fail to resist your interrogations. You can increase surveillance, put 1 die on a player's conspirator sheet side up, add that die result. Okay, so yeah, if you fail to resist their interrogations in prison, bad stuff is going to happen to your teammates or you. So there's that. There's been a mistake. I guess this is related to the prison as well, and your time is running out. Okay, so all of these related to prison stuff, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, victory. I guess you'll draw this as soon as you kill Hitler. When you win the game, take a picture of your group with the back of this card and announce your triumph on social media with the hashtag #WeKilledHitler. Okay, so here's what you're going for. You're going for this little card here, and yeah, good luck with this. Well, that was Black Orchestra. Honestly, if you guys happen to play the game and you happen to kill Hitler, please feel free to share your photos on Solid Quest's Facebook. I would love to see your group photos, your triumphant looks after you killed Hitler. Please give me the details on your plots. And yeah, and that's Black Orchestra. I will certainly do the same if I manage to kill Hitler in our playthrough. So if you're interested in seeing if I do manage to do it or not, stay tuned to the channel, guys. Subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye bye.